Hey there, productive guys and gals. Let's jump into your Productive Calls settings. Now, when you open the Productive Calls app, you'll see in the top right-hand corner a gear icon. Let's click on that, and at the very top, you're going to see live support. Now, you can send us a message, send us some feedback any time of the day. We are very responsive. So just click chat. You'll see a bunch of FAQ articles that you can search, but you can definitely just send us a message if there's anything you want to ask us. Now, the first section here is called Incoming Call Groups. So these are the three broad categories for your phone contacts. These are the phone contacts stored in your local iPhone or Android device. Unknown callers, or the numbers that are not saved in your phone or in your CRM, and then CRM contacts. So we want to segment these for you. We can also get down into detail of each individual contact and provide recording settings for each of those as well. So broadly speaking, we'll look at phone contacts first. All right. So you'll see when I click here, I have several options. Now, I have mine set to bypass productive. You can use this option if you simply don't want any of these calls of your phone contacts to go through productive. They would come through your regular carrier service, but they would not have any productive features whatsoever. You also have the options to have recording off initially, record only me with no call recording disclosure, record both sides of the conversation and play a call recording disclosure, or if you're in a state that does not require two-party consent, you can choose to record both with no disclosures. If you do select that option, you're going to see a disclosure that you have to agree to, understanding that you are abiding by the laws of your state. I'll provide a link below that you can access to review more information about the laws in your state. Okay, so I'll click agree here, and you'll see in phone contacts, it has been changed to both with no disclosure. And again, if I wanted to have recording off initially, I can set that as well. And I could always choose to stop, pause, start a recording even during a productive call. CRM contacts, I'm going to choose to record both and play my call recording disclosure, which I can set, and I'll show you how to do that. And unknown callers, I definitely want to play a disclosure because, I want them to know that, they're calling me and I need to potentially review this information for note-taking purposes, or because my memory is not so great anymore. You can also modify the greetings as well, which I will show you. So now that those are set, you also have the option to do a per contact setting. So let's just say there's an individual called Derek. All right, so we're going to go into contacts here. I'm going to type in Derek. All right, and I will see, Derek. Here he is. Perfect. Derek Daniels. Now, this is a Salesforce contact, as you can see. And let's just say, when Derek calls, I always want to record both sides of the conversation. And maybe for record-keeping purposes, maybe it's something that my company needs me to do when we have an active account. So I'm going to do record both and play disclosure. Derek's informed me that he doesn't mind if I record the calls. But if he did, and I'm in a single-party consent state where I don't need to disclose that I'm recording, I could actually just change this to record both with no disclosure. And I will agree that I'm abiding by the laws of my state. Perfect. So I can come in here at any time. I could search any contact. This could be family members. This could be anybody that you may want to. A lot of people give us the example of, we had a gentleman that said that he likes to record the calls of just his wife to review and hear back to see if he's being a good listener. It could be for any sort of reason that you may want to or may not want to record a call, but you can do that on a per contact level right here in your contacts tab. All right, so see, I'm in the contacts tab. I'm going to go back to the home icon at the bottom and then the gear icon in the top right corner. All right, so now we are in call settings. So one of the first options here is treat caller as a phone or CRM contact if in both places. So if you have a contact saved on your phone and saved in the CRM, which of your recording preferences would you like to take priority? So in my case here, I have phone contacts set to recording off initially. I have my CRM contacts set to record both and play disclosure. So if the contact is in both places, in my phone and in my CRM, which recording preference do I want to take priority? For myself, I like to set this to CRM because if a CRM contact is in my phone, it's likely related to business, and I probably want to treat it that way. Okay. Alternatively, if you have a phone contact saved in your phone, this may solidify it more as a personal relationship, and maybe you don't want to treat it as much as a business call, and in this case maybe I want the recording off initially to take priority. All you do is select this option. You can choose treat as phone contact or treat as CRM contact. Okay. Allow the other party to stop your recording. So if you are recording your calls, especially if you are disclosing those calls, you have the option to provide the other party the opportunity to stop or pause the recording at any time just by pressing ***, and they will hear that notification when they're calling you or when the call starts after you call them. So you can turn that on. I leave it off. It's never been an issue for me, I don't think. Outgoing call recording. So every time you place a call outbound from Productive, you have the option to either be notified by Productive how you would like to record this call. You could also choose to always have the same option present, so you don't have to do that one extra click and select. A lot of people here do like the opportunity to choose how they're going to record and capture that call. In this case, for myself, I like to always just record both and play no disclosure. Again, I will agree that I'm abiding by the laws of my state. I don't want to sound like a broken record. Outgoing call recording is both no disclosure and the post-call voice notes. This is the post-call assistant. This is highly recommended that you leave this on to yes. This is basically after every call. If you just let the other party hang up the phone, you'll be greeted by the post-call assistant asking you if you would like to take notes. Hands-free, you don't need to touch your phone. If you're in the car driving, if you're walking the dog, again, you just let the post-call assistant come on. You can dictate the summary of your call. I had a great call with Joseph. I need to send him documents tomorrow at 5 p.m. Goodbye. And once that's done, that note, that summary is transcribed and saved in Productive, saved in your CRM, and a task would be created if you spoke a task, which is really, really awesome. Again, you could also choose to just hang up the call and not worry about the post-call assistant. But if you do leave this to yes, again, if you don't hang up the call, you will be greeted by the post-call assistant. It's a really awesome feature, a complete game changer. Call greetings. So you've seen this example. We have a video. I'll put a link in the description below. Basically, when you receive a call, if you want your clients' leads to be, welcomed with a greeting message, it's really cool. Basically saying, "Hello, Eric, connecting you to Joseph from Productive." And again, if I'm recording the call, this call is being recorded for note-taking purposes. So this is just the call greeting portion. Again, it's a really fantastic feature. You can modify it quite a bit. I suggest you watch that call greeting video. So play my name and company to incoming callers. This is the call greeting. I'm going to suggest it play my first name and company. So Joseph from Productive. Okay, greet caller by name. So again, if their name is in their caller ID or in my CRM or in my phone contacts, it will say, "Hello, Eric, connecting you to Joseph." So I'm going to put that to yes. It's a really cool feature. It's generally a conversation starter. It makes people feel very warm and welcome. First name here, so I'm actually just going to put Joseph. I can actually do audio playback here. Joseph, perfect. You can hear the pronunciation of your last name, of your company name. You could also modify these. So let's just say I didn't want to use Productive. I wanted to do Productive Call Assistant. And I will click Save. And Productive Call Assistant, I can play the audio back and listen to how it sounds, and I love it. Inform the caller the reason for the recording. Right, so if you are disclosing that you are recording the calls, you have a bunch of predefined options here, note-taking purposes, for training purposes. You also have the option here for a custom notification. I have one that's set here. This call is being recorded because Joseph's memory ain't what it used to be. One of our users did this, and I love it. But again, if you want to be, if that's on brand, do it. And again, if you're looking for something a little bit more traditional, you can just, again, look at the inform caller reason for recording and just choose, note-taking purposes. A very common one. People are very comfortable with hearing this, in their daily phone calls. Voicemail. Productive will manage your voicemails, and we do a heck of a job of it. We do live, real-time transcription of your phone calls. And again, you can log these to your CRM, which is fantastic. So here we're going to use Productive Voicemail Service. The voicemail greeting, you can do record your own greeting. You could also just do to play your name and company. So, please leave a message for Joseph from Productive. But if you want to record your own, more like a traditional setup that we've all done in the past, you could do record your own greeting. Okay, now you're going to get two options here. voicemail pin. Okay, so I'm going to set a pin. I have it as set as 1234. You can change that at any time. And then record your custom greeting. Okay, so you're going to call this number that's provided, and you're basically just going to set it up like a regular traditional voicemail that you have in the past. You're going to call this number, you're going to press 1 to record, and then once you're happy with the recording, you'll press 2 to set it. Okay, and then that will be complete. Now you have your application. So if you want to connect your CRM, you could do so here. We're going to have another video for you that you can click in the link below and showing you just how you can set these up. They're very simple though. Basically, you're going to click connect and you're going to have to enter in your credentials, like a Wise Agent here, where you have 2 options. Log calls automatically. So if you want all of your calls of the contacts that are in your CRM to be logged automatically, these are the call details, date, time, length of the call. And a link of the audio recording and transcription if you are recording and transcribing your calls. So you can have that logged automatically, which is fantastic. And if you're taking notes as well, like the post-call assistant notes, if you're typing notes or you're doing an in-call voice note, you can have these logged automatically as well. You could also choose to do them manually just by selecting no, and that becomes a single tap function when you're in your conversations. If you make a note, you tap it and then log to Wise Agent. And again, you have your account section here. Very simple, your first name, last name, email, phone number. You do have a forwarding number. This is your productive number. You can actually forward calls to this number if you'd like. But again, your incoming, outgoing calls, it's still using your cell phone number. We love saying that because you get to keep your number. Nothing changes in your call flow with Productive. And then you have My Account. Again, if you want to manage your account, if you wanted to switch from a monthly to an annual membership, you can just come here, click Manage, and change up your subscription if you'd like. And that's it. Those are your Productive Call settings. If you have any further questions, please review our FAQs or reach out to us on live support in the top section of Productive Settings. Take care and stay productive.